This is Spanish 2, sentences 141 through 144. 141. Ask your friend, as a child, did you like big dogs? De niño, ¿te gustaban los perros grandes? De niño, ¿te gustaban los perros grandes? 142. As a child, I liked big dogs. De niño, me gustaban los perros grandes. De niño, me gustaban los perros grandes. 143. Ask your friend, what did Juanita say to you today? ¿Qué te dijo hoy, Juanita? ¿Qué te dijo hoy, Juanita? 144. Juanita told me that she is going to study. Juanita me dijo que ella va a estudiar. Juanita me dijo que ella va a estudiar. Notice, this literally translates of child, to you they were pleasing the dog's bigs. It's sometimes difficult to literally translate Spanish. It almost sounds like you're listening to Yoda talk, if you've watched Star Wars, all right? But the phrase de niño means as a child. Now, de niño would be you're talking to a male. If you're asking a girl, hey, what were you like as a child? Or as a child, did you like big dogs? De niño would turn into de niña, okay? Now remember, past tense is imperfect in Spanish. Remember we talked about ser and a star. We talked about if you're not sure whether to use ser or a star for it to be, always guess ser, because the default is ser. You normally use ser. In Spanish, if you're not sure whether to use preterite past or imperfect past, always guess imperfect. Imperfect is much more common. You might want to watch the clip called Imperfect or Preterite versus Imperfect, okay? But in past tense in Spanish imperfect, past tense verbs tend to end in aba, ia, or be that era thing. All right. Now let's look at 142. To me, they were pleasing the dog's bigs. Notice it's dogs bigs because dogs is plural, so grandes had to be plural. Now notice the letter E is both male and female. So if it's female dogs, it'd be perras grandes. If it's male dogs, it'd be perros grandes. The letter E is both male and female. Now look at this, 143. Literally what it means is, what to you she said today, Juanita. Let me say that again. What to you she said today, Juanita. Now a lot of people get the verb hablar, which is to speak or to talk, confused with decir, which is to say or to tell. All right. Here's the way that I remember decir is to say or to tell. Visualize your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your grandma's in the hospital and you bring them some chocolate. And they say, well, why'd you bring me chocolate? And you say, decir chocolate is to say I love you. Everybody, decir chocolate is to say I love you. So remember, decir is to say or to tell. I've got a really nice clip on decir. It turns into dije, dijiste, dijo. So type in dije or decir or type in train wreck verbs, okay? Decir is tricky. Now, 144. Juanita, to me, she said that she is going to study. Okay, notice it's not va estudiar, it's va a estudiar. Because remember, have to add K, going to add A. Now notice up here, Juanita told me that she's going to study. Remember the chant. When you hear the word to, like to study, you don't chop and glue. So it's estudiar. And again, to me, she said that she is going to study. Mr. Holt, why doesn't dijo have an accent if it's past tense? Remember, train wreck verbs don't have accents. There are two past tense types of verbs that never have accents. Ir, ser, dar, ver, no accents anywhere, and train wreck verbs. Again, you might want to check the clip on train wreck verbs. That's Spanish 2, sentences 141 to 144.